Positively 4th Street, and you'll be playing this one in no time. This is really not difficult to play. First of all, though, we've got to get in tune. Bob Dylan, or his band, are playing in the key of F sharp on this song, which is really a pretty impractical key for us on a solo acoustic guitar. So the best thing to do is to play in the key of G, shapes in the key of G, and if you want to play in exactly the same key as Bob Dylan, tune the guitar down by a half step, which is what I've done. So let's get in tune first of all. Tune your first string down to D sharp. Second string down to A sharp. Third string down to F sharp. Fourth string down to C sharp. Fifth string down to G sharp. And sixth string down to D sharp. Now you're still effectively in standard tuning. All your chord shapes work, normal chord shapes, but we just tuned one half step low. And even then, by the way, I can't sing this song in this key, so I'm going to try and sort of sing it an octave lower, but anyway, your mileage may differ on that. We're going to play, as I say, shapes in the key of G, starting with an approximation of the main riff of the song. That's one of the most important musical riffs that we get in this song, so let's have a go at playing that. We want to hold down the G chord, and we're going to go bass, down. Bass is just the low end of the chord, 6th string, maybe the 5th as well, followed by a down strum, and then this. Now out of this G chord shape, take the first string finger away, open the first string, go down again, put that finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and come up. Don't worry if you get the first string as well, it's really fine. Then take that finger off the 2nd string, so the 2nd string is open as well now. Go down. Bring the finger that's on the 5th string, probably, to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Up on that. And then back into a full G shape, and this is bar 2 now of the song. Out of this G shape go bass, up, bass, up, down, up, which is our basic strum pattern for the whole song. So, that first bar was bass, down, down, up, bass, up, down, bass, up, down, up. Well, of course I ran it into the second bar there as well. If you have any problem with that riff figure, then just play the same thing you play in bar 2. Bass, up, down, bass, up, down, up. You can just play that on a G chord throughout the song. But if you can get that riff, it sounds quite cool. So the whole intro would be riff, followed by normal strumming bar, riff, normal strumming bar. And after that intro, you're into the verse, and every verse of this song is the same. You start on a G chord, bass, up, down, bass, up, down, up. A minor chord. Just see if you can sit the thumb on that 6th string to mute it so that you can, with a relaxed wrist, go bass, up, bass, up, down, up, because you don't want the 6th string to sound in that bass if you can avoid it. So bass then is just 5th string and whatever else you get. To a C chord, I play the reinforced C chord so I don't have to mute the 6th string. Bass, up, bass, up, down, up. And then the G riff again, if you're playing that. If you're not playing the riff, just go bass, up, bass, up, down, up. But if you're playing the riff, put it in there. It's bar 8 of the tab after Say You Are My Friend. So that's the first line. You got a lot of nerve to say you are my friend. Now when you land back on that bass of the G chord after the riff, you're going to start going bass, up, bass, up, down, up again. At the beginning of the next line, when I was down, you just stood there grinning. That goes for G for 2 beats, bass, up, down, up. Then make a D chord, mute the 6th string, bass, which doesn't matter if it gets the 5th string as well, bass, up, down, up. C, bass, up, down, up. E minor, bass, up, down, up. And D, where you're going to play this. Out of D, we're going bass, up, down, then open the first string up, take the finger off the first string, up, down, and put that finger back again and go down. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. You play that D chord twice like that. So here it is from the G of When I Was Down. When I was down, you just stood there grinning. And back to the G for You've Got a Lot of Nerve. That, believe it or not, is the whole song. So just remember to put the intro riff in at the end of every second line on when the G chord comes back. And remember the opened up first string on the D chord, and you've got the whole song. Let me play through that first verse with apologies for the vocal. This song is in precisely the wrong key for me. I have to play this in the key of D myself, which means changing the chords. Let's play through then that first verse. You got a lot of nerve to say you are my friend. I was down, you just stood there grinning. And repeat. Got a lot of nerve to say you got a helping hand to lend. You just want to be on the side that's winning. You say I let you down, and you're into the next verse. That's the whole song. To finish it, just go through the chord sequence one time. G, A minor, this is after you've sung the final verse. G, A minor, C, and the riff. That's a nice way to end it. Just play the riff, slowing it down, finish with one strum of the G. That's all she wrote. That's all you need to play Positively 4th Street.